It shouldn't be no surprise. Many people in our audience have a lot of questions and concerns about the Great Lakes. The big question is, as governor, what would you do to safeguard the Great Lakes?
A number of things. A number of things. First and foremost, I would work with our Attorney General to shut down Enbridge Line 5. It is a 60 plus year old pipeline. The coating on it has gone bad. It, in my mind, is a ticking time bomb. And if that line ever breaks and the Great Lakes get contaminated, you're looking at somewhere around $6 billion of cleanup cost. And we certainly do not want another disaster like Flint in the state of Michigan. So I would shut Enbridge Line 5. I will ensure that corporations like Nestle do not take our water for nothing. They pay about $200 and take hundreds of millions of gallons of water. And I would charge them a fee and use that money to keep Great Lakes clean and pure. The Asian carp entering into our waters, we need to find a technological solution to ensure that Asian carp doesn't enter our waters. Certainly, we need to look at corporate pollution. Many corporations leave toxic chemicals. Some of the fertilizers are left on the ground that eventually gets washed into our waters, causing toxic algae. We need to look for and hold corporations accountable that pollute our air or water. I am a PhD chemist and I have ran chemical testing labs, so I've analyzed water and soil and air with my own hands. So a lot of what I talk is not just talking points, but I'm talking from my lifetime experiences, not only in terms of science. I'm a scientist and I believe science matters in terms of how we keep our environment clean and pure. And I will bring my scientific mind, my scientific background to ensure that Michigan's environment is clean and pure.
Hassan, can you pick up on the industrial chemicals?
Right. So you talked about contamination by industrial corporations and Enbridge 5, which isn't the only threat to the Great Lakes. Can you talk specifically how you would combat contamination by industrial sources?
Yes.
Like including chemicals like PFAS.
Yes. So, we do have a fund for cleanup, but that fund is ran out of money. And what I would do is I would require industries to have a cleanup fund. So there should be a bank, a cleanup bank, where we ensure that funds are in the bank so that when there is a contamination or when there is a spill, we have money available to clean up. We have about 700 sites that need cleanup. We have dangerous cancer-causing chemicals in our grounds and in our soil, and that poses a danger to the lives of Michiganders. And I'm going to hold the corporations accountable. I believe, and I've run small businesses, I've run chemical, pharmaceutical testing businesses, and I've dealt with, toxic chemicals. But when I've always followed all of the regulations, and I'm able to make a profit and and pay my employees well, despite that. So the Republican myth that you can have regulations or you can hold corporations accountable because that will affect the jobs is not true. Following the regulations and not polluting our environment is just a good business, and that's the practices that they must follow, and I would hold corporations accountable.